What's up, my dudes? Valk here, back at it again, and today we're going to be talking about another thing to do with the anniversary drama. Woo. Hopefully it's the last one I have to make unless some big developments happen, but as you can tell by the title, what I'm going to be talking about. Before I get into it, I want to give a quick shout out. PC Gamer got in touch with the Mahalia developers. Apparently they said they're planning a bunch more events and stuff. Take it with a grain of salt, as always, as we can see by the anniversary. And they also say that they are closely listening to our feedback and monitoring the situation. I wish they would put it out on their own Twitter so it can count as an actual response and not through a website. But if you go check out PC Gamer, one of their latest articles, you can see it. So that out of the way, I want to talk about this perception of the community that Genshin Impact community is toxic. That the Genshin Impact community is bad and all that, and that we are just a bunch of toxic bungholes and everything. I'm going to be blunt with you guys. I don't want to change your ideas on this. I just want to challenge it. I want to try to put things in perspective to you guys and give my own experience. And I want to talk about it. So, essentially, if you guys don't know how big the Genshin Impact community is, there are literally millions upon millions of players inside of it. There are millions and millions of players in Genshin. There are thousands of people that are little poo-poo heads, that are little shitheads that go around and give us all a bad name by doing terrible things like harassing VAs for something they can't control, review bombing other games that have no impact on Genshin Impact. They do really terrible things and they give us a bad name, but do you understand like how bad it is to basically label the entirety of the community toxic on the action of the few? The Genshin community is huge. We're almost Fortnite levels of huge. I don't know if you guys realize that. It is a giant community. And as a content creator, I see way more hate than just about anybody else does. I'm sure there's other content creators who are bigger than me, who see even more hate, but it comes with the territory, it comes with the job. It's one of those things that it's just like, it's one of the things you deal with as a content creator. People come into your Twitch chat, they talk all sorts of smack about you, they come into your comments, they talk all sorts of smack about how you don't know nothing, how you're just whatever. They talk all sorts of crap about you. That's what people do. Am I going to generalize the millions of players off the actions of the few based off a couple bad interactions? No. And the reason I'm so passionate about this, the reason I'm even making this video, is because I've met genuinely some of the nicest people in my life through Genshin. 99% of my interactions with the Genshin community have been nothing but positivity, and have been some of the nicest people. Whenever people call the entire community toxic, I see in my head, I cannot disassociate that people are calling the small majority or the small minority toxic, but rather they're calling the majority toxic, and in essence, they're calling those people that I've met that are just genuinely really nice toxic as well, which to me is not cool. I don't like that stuff. That's why I'm making this video, because I feel like people need to understand that the entire community is not toxic. There's a small amount of people that are toxic. Now that I've made that little case, you guys have to understand like the magnitude of millions versus thousands. 1,000 people or 1 million people is 100 times 1,000 people. So basically, if the entire Genshin community was toxic, take what's happening right now and multiply it by 100. That's like a third or an eighth of the Genshin community, because Genshin's huge. And then you would take that and multiply it by 800. Dude, it would be just a massive meltdown. So hopefully that puts things in perspective for you guys. Hopefully that helps you guys really realize exactly, what we're dealing with and all. So the next thing I want to kind of point out is kind of funny to me. Basically, the irony in the fact that I'm probably one of the most openly toxic YouTubers. I am toxic, and I'm not going to deny it. I'm definitely not taking the moral high ground here. I'm not better than anybody. In fact, I'm probably one of the most degenerate ones because I openly hate bait people. I'm very open that I do this. I make videos that are X character is garbage in a satirical manner to just bait people to come hate me. I love it. I think it's funny to watch people's reactions because I'm a troll, and that makes me toxic in essence, because I'm generating hate. I do it for gigs because I think it's funny. I stand by that. I think it's really funny to watch people's reactions to my satirical humor and not understanding my humor. I think it's downright hilarious because I know I sell bits pretty hard sometimes. I do my best to try to make them obvious without ruining the joke, but I prioritize the joke above all else, and most of the time the joke ends up going over people's heads, and I get hilarious hate comments. I have a giant Discord page. There's a channel where I keep my favorite YouTube comments, and all of them are hate comments, so it's hilarious to me. So the irony of me trying to be the voice of reason in this, because I can't stand to see some of the genuinely really nice people I've met be slandered, which is how I associate this, because that's just how my brain works. The irony of me trying to be the voice of reason is hilarious to me. But hopefully this video kind of brings things to perspective to you guys, and we can understand, we can stop saying, the Genshin community is toxic, ah! No. There is a small amount of shitheads in the millions of players that make us look bad, but if you focus on the shitheads, all you're going to do is generate more shitheads. The Genshin community is one of the nicest communities I've ever been in. I've done fighting games all my life. I've been a part of many fighting game communities. Most of them are elitist. The best one I've been a part of, and this might fucking get some people a little upset spaghetti, but the best one I've been a part of was Tekken. It was genuinely one of the most welcoming and helpful scenes. Tekken, where everybody just genuinely wants to help everyone, because Tekken's very grassroots. It's a lot of people, a lot of the old heads in Tekken aren't used to new players, so they do what they can to keep new players around. So it's generated this kind of helpful and fostering community. Of course, it's as toxic as any fighting game can be, but if you guys want an actual toxic community, go play League of Legends. Have fun in there. Genshin genuinely is a really, really good community, and Genshin is a really good game. That's going to also upset a lot of people, but keep in mind that we are upset at the developers' decisions. The game itself is a very fantastic game until you reach endgame, where there's nothing to do, but the experience of going through the game is amazing. So that's basically the video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Where do you guys stand? Do you guys see what I'm talking about with this? Do you guys understand why I'm trying to make this video? Why I'm trying to basically not change people's minds, but challenge them. I want to challenge people's opinions that the Genshin community is toxic, and this is how I'm doing it, because I just don't like to see people that I've seen that are genuinely nice associated with basically toxic. Whenever I'm somebody, I know toxicity, I am toxic, right? So thank you guys for watching. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.